Good morning, dear students. How are you? I hope all are fine and safe. Okay, see, yesterday I calculated some formulas. That formulas again I am saying how to see. First formula is radius of Bohr's orbit. What is radius of Bohr's orbit? R is equal to 0.529 into n square by z angstroms. Here 0.529 or 0.53, anything, not a problem. It is round figure of 0.529. Okay, next see here where n is equal to orbit or shell number, it means n is equal to 1 2 3 and so on. Next z is equal to atomic number. Next second formula, see what is velocity of electron. Velocity of electron v is equal to 2.18 into 10 power of 6 z by n meter per second. Okay, next expression for energy. Here 5 formulas are there. Based on the units it depended. First formula, see En is equal to minus 2.179 into 10 power of minus 11 z square by n square ergs per atom. Second formula, En is equal to minus 2.179 into 10 power of minus 18 z square by n square joules per atom. Next third formula, En is equal to minus 1312 into z square by n square kilojoules per mole. Fourth formula, En is equal to minus 13.6 into z square by n square electron volt per atom. Fifth formula, En is equal to minus 313.6 into z square by n square kilocalories per atom. Okay, in these 5 formulas, 2 formulas only very important. See this formula I have to remember, then enough. Okay, next see how we got these all formulas. Conversations I have to see first. 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 joules. This you have to remember. And one more is 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19 joules per atom. It is equal to 96.45 kilojoules per mole. It is equal to 23.06 kilocalories per mole. Okay, these 3 formulas have to remember. Now let me explain some problems regarding these formulas. Okay, now problems on radius. See first problem is calculate the radius of Bohr's third orbit in Li plus 2 ion. Remember, Bohr's theory is completely applicable for one electron system. So here Li plus 2 in the sense actually lithium have 3 electrons, but plus 2, it means it lost 2 electrons, so 1 electron will be. Okay, see now we know that radius formula Rn is equal to 0.529 into n square by z angstroms. Now given that here third orbit n value they gave, orbit number 3, lithium atomic number z value 3. Here now you have to substitute these values in this formula, then you will get answer. Here R3 is equal to 0.529 into n in the sense 3, so 3 square by z means 3 by 3. Here 3 one time will cancel, then 0.529 into 3 angstroms. If you calculate, then you will get R3 is equal to 1.587 angstroms. This is the radius. Have you understood? Okay, now second problem how to see. Problem on velocity of electron. Problem how to see. Calculate the speed of an electron in first orbit of hydrogen. See here speed of electron in the sense velocity how to calculate. We know that velocity of electron is equal to 2.18 into 10 power of 6 z by n meter per second. Here z in the sense atomic number, n in the sense orbit number. Given that orbit number first orbit they gave, it means n is equal to 1. Z value for hydrogen, atomic number for hydrogen is 1. Now these values have to substitute in this formula, then you will get answer. V is equal to 2.18 into 10 power of 6, z value 1, n value also 1, so 1 by 1 meter per second. Now final answer is V is equal to 2.18 into 10 power of 6 meter per second. This is the answer. Have you understood? Okay, now let me explain problems on energy. See third problem how to see, calculate the energy for Bohr's first orbit of hydrogen. We know that energy is equal to minus 1312 into z square by n square kilojoules per mole. Given that Z value, I mean atomic number for hydrogen is 1, n value orbit number is 1. Now these values have to substitute in this formula, then you will get answer. E1 is equal to minus 1312 into 1 square by 1 square kilojoules. Now here E1 is equal to minus 1312 kilojoules. It means what is the meaning? The energy for the Bohr's first orbit is minus 1312 kilojoules. In the same way, how to calculate the energy for the Bohr's second orbit? Same for hydrogen, okay, but orbit number changed, second orbit, Z value 1, N value 2. So now we have to substitute these values in this formula. Then you will get answer. See, E2 is equal to minus 1312 into here Z value 1, so 1 square by 2 square. Now here answer E2 is equal to minus 328 kilojoules. Now you have to calculate energy for the Bohr's third orbit. For hydrogen, same, this is all for hydrogen. Z value 1, N value 3, third orbit. E3 is equal to minus 1312 into 1 square by 3 square, because N value 3. It means what is the answer? E3 is equal to minus 146 kilojoules. Now you have to calculate energy for the Bohr's fourth orbit. Z value 1, N value 4, fourth orbit. Now E4 is equal to minus 1312 into 1 square by 4 square. Here 4 square in the sense 16. Now answer is E4 is equal to minus 82 kilojoules. Have you understood about this? Okay, now let me explain Bohr's hydrogen emission line spectrum. It is also called atomic spectrum. Line spectrum is also called atomic spectrum. See here, by applying high potential difference in a discharge tube containing hydrogen gas, a bright light is obtained. A discharge tube is there. In this discharge tube, here I applied high potential difference containing H2 gas. Okay. Then a bright light is produced. This bright light I am passing through prism. This bright light I am passing through prism. Then a beam of light is collected. On the photographic film. This is called hydrogen emission spectrum, emission line spectrum. Okay. See next, Niels Bohr could successfully explain the hydrogen line spectrum. Now if you study about this hydrogen line spectrum, then you will get some information. Okay. This spectrum is only applicable to one electron containing system like He plus 2 and Li plus 2 and so on etc. This theory is completely applicable for one electron containing system, remember. Next, hydrogen spectrum is a discontinuous emission spectrum of several isolated sharp lines. See here, this spectrum, in this spectrum several isolated sharp lines are there. Now we will study that sharp lines. See, all these lines are obtained in hydrogen spectrum can be classified into 6 series. They are, now I will discuss on table how to see. Okay. Several scientists studied about this line spectrum of hydrogen. Now I will discuss once I have to see. Okay, now let me explain this table. Okay, see what is this table? Now we gave more energy to the hydrogen. Then in hydrogen one electron is there. That electron will go to excited state. Okay, because we applied high potential difference. I mean we gave more voltage. Then the electron went to the highest excited state level. Then now that electron try to comes to its original level, original state. See for example, Lyman is there. Lyman is the scientist. He assumed that the electron is there in second shell or second orbit. Then it will come to first orbit. Why in second orbit only? Maybe the electron is there in third orbit. Now third to first orbit. Why third orbit only? Maybe it is there in fourth. Who knows? Fourth to first orbit. Why 4? Fifth to first orbit. Okay. Here N1 is fixed. N2 will change. Okay. This is studied by Lyman. So like that Balmer. See here N1 is 2 second shell. Here why only lower level in Lyman series 1 only, why not 2? So in that way Balmer studied. So here N1 2, N2 3 4 5 and so on. Here like that only Paschen 3 4 5 6 and so on. bracket n1 4, n2 5 6 7 8 and so on. Fund n1 5, n2 6 7 8 9 and so on. Humphrey n1 6, n2 7 8 9 10 and so on. Here see, these all transitions. See here why transitions we observed, because it is emission spectrum. The electron is coming from higher energy state to lower energy state by emitting the energy. Okay, see here, Lyman series we can observe in UV region. Okay, Balmer series we can observe in visible region. Paschen series we can observe in near IR. Bracket series we can observe in middle IR. Fund series we can observe in far IR. Humphrey series we can observe in far IR. Okay, here the important point is the only series visible to humans naked eye is called visible region of hydrogen spectrum. In the hydrogen spectrum, visible region was proposed by Balmer, so it is called Balmer series. See here, Balmer series is very important, is visible spectrum. Okay, we can observe Balmer series in a visible region. Have you understood? Now I will give one diagram, then you will get more clarity. No need to worry. Okay. Okay, see this diagram, then you will understand clearly. Here, this is the hydrogen atom. In the hydrogen atom, so many cells are there. K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. So many are there, and it is also denoted with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now here one electron is there. Now we gave more energy. It means that electron went to higher excited state. Okay. Now I am assuming that electron is there in eighth shell. Okay, now here, because of this higher energy state, that electron is unstable. It always tries to come to its lower level. Okay, for example, now we are in one room. In that room, any fan or AC, anything not there, then we always try to go to outside. Like that only, electron also always try to go to its original level, because it is in higher excited state. So now the electron is there in the eighth shell. Now it tries to come to its original level, I mean first shell. Why we assumed in eighth shell only? Maybe that electron is there in seventh shell. Who knows? This is seventh shell. It is electron. Okay, seventh shell. Now 7 to first shell. Why in seventh shell only? Why not sixth shell? So 6 to first shell. Why in sixth shell only? Maybe that electron present in fifth shell. Then fifth to first shell. Okay. Why in fifth shell only? Maybe that electron is there in third shell. Fourth shell. Sorry. Fourth shell to first shell. Why in fourth shell only? Maybe it is there in third shell. Third to first shell. Why in third shell only? Maybe the electron present in second shell. Second to first. Okay. It is completely, we are assuming like that. This complete transition was studied by Lyman. So it is called Lyman series. Lyman. Okay. Now here, why the electron is coming to only first shell? Why not second shell? Again, how to study from higher excited state to second shell. See, electron is there in eighth shell. Now 8 to second. Why in 8 only? It is there in seventh shell. 7 to second, 6 to second, and 5th to second, 4 to second, 3rd to second. This was studied by Balmer. Okay. Next, why the electron is coming to second shell? Why not to third shell? So 8 to third, after 7 to third, after 6th to third, 5th to third, 2nd to third. Okay, this was studied by Paschen. Okay, Lyman, Balmer, Paschen. Okay, next, why the electron is coming to third shell? Why not to fourth shell? So here I have to see 8th to fourth shell, 7th to fourth shell, after 6th to fourth shell, 5th to fourth shell. This was studied by bracket. This was studied by bracket, so it is called bracket series. Next, these are series. How to write? Lyman series, Balmer series, Parsons series, bracket series. Next, why the electron is coming to fourth cell, why not to the fifth cell? Now here see, again one more possibility is yes, 8th to 5th, 7th to 5th, 6th to 5th. This is one more possibility. It was studied by Fund. It is called Fund series. Okay. Next, why electron is coming to fifth cell only, why not sixth cell? So here this possibility how to see, 8th to 6, 7th to 6. It was studied by Humphrey. It is called Humphrey series. Okay, so these all electrons, these all, okay, everything, all are the electrons. These all possibilities. Have you understood? So this is completely about hydrogen emission spectrum. One more diagram is there, that also let me explain. Have you understood clearly? Here Balmer series we can observe in visible region, visible. Okay, Lyman series UV region, Parsons series near IR, bracket series middle IR, Fund series far IR, Humphrey series also far IR. Okay, see one more diagram, this you have to see. Actually in a hydrogen only one electron is there. That electron, about that electron we are discussing. These all possibilities. This here electron, all electrons, but one electron only. All electrons in the sense one electron only we are expecting like this. Maybe the electron present here or here or here, like that one electron only we are expecting like this. Have you understood? Remember hydrogen have only one electron. That about that electron only we are discussing. Okay, see now first already we calculated the energy for the board's first orbit is minus 1312 in previous class. Second orbit minus 328 kilojoules, minus 146 kilojoules, minus 82 kilojoules. These are the orbits. Okay, for the infinity orbit 0 kilojoules energy will be. Now see, if the electron present in the infinity level, then that electron will come to the first level. Why in infinity level only? Maybe it is there in unsolved, it is unsolved. Middle so many are there. Here I am discussing from 8th onwards. You have to see 8th to 1st, 7th to 1st, 6th to 1st. Maybe electron is there in 5th cell, 5th cell to 1st, 4th cell to 1st cell, 3rd cell to 1st cell, 2nd cell to 1st cell. Okay, it is called Lyman series. Next, infinity to 2nd cell, 8th to 2nd, 7th to 2nd, 6th to 2nd, 5th to 2nd, 4th to 2nd. It is Balmer series. After infinity to 3rd, 8th to 3rd, like that 4th to 3rd, these all. Okay, so after infinity to 4th, 8th to 4th, after 4th to 3rd, these all will be middle, so many transitions will be. Next, infinity to 4th, here how to remember the lower energy state. Lower energy state for the Fund series is 5. Okay, higher energy state may be infinity 8, 7, 6, like that. For the Humphrey series lower energy state is 6, higher energy state is infinity 8, 6, 7. Have you understood? So here if you observe properly, for example I am considering Lyman series. In that Lyman series the first transition is there, that is called H alpha line. Second transition is called H beta line. Third line is called H gamma line. Fourth line is called H delta line. This is very important, you have to remember properly. Okay, in the previous class I explained about H alpha line, H beta line, H gamma line, H delta line. In the Lyman series I explained, but it is applicable to all the series, okay, like Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, Brackett, Fund, Humphrey, all series. In all series, H alpha line, H beta line, H delta line, H gamma line will be there, okay. Next, let me discuss the next concept is the energy gap between two orbits is given by the equation delta E is equal to E2 minus E1. We know energy expression is minus 13.6 into Z square by N square. Here delta E, in the sense, I mean, according to quantum theory of radiation, E is equal to h mu, and we know one more formula, C is equal to mu lambda. From this, mu is equal to C by lambda. Now this mu value you have to substitute here, then h into C by lambda. So energy E is equal to h C by lambda. That one you have to write here, it's C by lambda, it is equal to E2. E2 in the sense, here I have to substitute minus 13.6 into Z square by here N square, but here 2 is there here, that's why N2 square, second shell, minus here minus E1 minus 13.6 into Z square by N square, here 1 is there, so N1 square. Now here minus into minus plus, so here minus 13.6 Z square by N square plus 13.6 Z square by N square. Now here 13.6 Z square have to take common, then you will get 1 by 1 N1 square minus 1 by N2 square, okay, here N2, remember N2 square. Now here this HC have to send this side, then it will go to denominator, then 13.6 Z square by HC into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. Now here 13.6 by HC is called Rydberg constant. What is the value? If you substitute all the constant like Planck constant and velocity of light value, then you will get 109678 centimeter inverse. This is the Rydberg constant value. Here we know one more thing, that is 1 by lambda is equal to mu bar, wave number, okay. So based on that concept, mu bar, wave number, is equal to 1 by lambda, it is equal to, now here this value in the sense Z R in the sense Rydberg constant, Z square is there, Z square into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square, okay. This is the final formula for the wavelength and wave number, for the wavelength and wave number, okay. Here N1 square in the sense lower orbit, N2 square in the sense higher orbit. Have you understood? Okay, now let me explain one problem. Calculate the wave number and wavelength of H alpha line in bracket series of hydrogen emission spectrum. Here I already told you H alpha line, about H alpha line I already told you. In bracket series N1 is equal to 4, N2 is equal to 5 will be, that is first line, that is called, the first line of bracket series is called H alpha line. Not only bracket series, anything, any series, okay. The first line of any series is called H alpha line. Now in bracket series also, the first line of bracket series is called H alpha line. Now here N1 is 4, N2 I am considering 5, N2 5, 6, 7 and so on, but I am considering 5, okay. See, mu bar is equal to 1 by lambda, it is equal to RZ square 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. It is the formula already calculated in the previous class. Here given that Z is equal to 1 for hydrogen, atomic number 1. Now we have to substitute in this formula. Here see, mu bar is equal to 1 by lambda, later we will calculate. R value we know already, R value 109678 centimeter inverse, already we read in previous class, into Z value 1 into 1 by N1 square, I mean 4 square minus 1 by N2 square, 5 square, okay. Now if you calculate, then you will get mu bar is equal to 2467.7325 centimeter inverse. It is mu bar, wave number. Now let me calculate lambda value. We know that mu bar is equal to 1 by lambda, it is the formula. Now we want lambda, it means you have to send this lambda this side and mu bar this side, then lambda is equal to 1 by mu bar, okay. Mu bar value already we know, then 1 by mu bar value how much, this much, you have to substitute here. Then if you calculate, then you will get final answer, lambda is equal to 0.004 centimeter. Okay, have you understood about this problem? Okay, now let me explain the limitations of Bohr's atomic theory. See, first limitation is it failed to explain the line spectra of atoms or ions having more than one electron. Okay, this theory is completely applicable to one electron system, but it failed to explain the more than one electron system. Next, it failed to explain the Zeeman effect and Stark effect. What is Zeeman effect and what is Stark effect? Zeeman effect in the sense the splitting of spectral lines under the magnetic field is called Zeeman effect, and Stark effect in the sense the splitting of spectral lines under the electric field is called Stark effect. Have understood? So Bohr's theory failed to explain the Zeeman effect and Stark effect. Next, third point, Bohr's atomic model of hydrogen atom not only ignores the dual behavior of matter but also contradicts means opposite the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Have you understood? These are the limitations of Bohr's atomic theory. Okay, it is the today's class. If you like this video, then press the like button and please subscribe my channel. Thank you. All the very best.